and welcome back, or just welcome. I don't know. I never know what to say on the introduction. Start again. Hello. I hope you're well today, and you're back obviously to see me just chat mindlessly about books. Good times. World's staying at home. The world is staying at home, but we are here to talk about books. It's like me coming to your living room, but without all of the, what would you call it, the risk involved, isn't it? Well, or wherever you're watching this. I don't know where you watch YouTube videos. Might be sat on the toilet, might be on the sofa, might be laid on the floor, might be in the kitchen sink. Who knows? I'm not here to judge where you watch my videos. I'm just happy that you watch them. So thank you very much for joining me. In one of my most recent videos, I did rearrange my bookshelves, and it was fairly obvious that I didn't really need to rearrange them. Well, I did a little bit. There were 2 layers of books, so on some of them you just couldn't see because there was books in front of them. So that's not the case anymore. There is just a lot of stacking because I've got, how many books is it? Hold on, I counted the other day how many books I've got. Give me 1 second, I wrote it down somewhere. I'll go find out. Okay, it's somewhere in the region. I did count them, but I'm just very dyslexic, so I do lose count sometimes or miscount. It's somewhere in the region of 330 books. Oh, just in my mind right now, it's just like a tumbleweed going across the screen. I don't think I'd actually be able to put that on the video because I don't do technology, but you can just imagine the tumbleweed. As I say, 330 books. I wonder how much money is sat here in books. I hope nothing ever happens to them. They're my babies. Right, okay, so I'm going to take you through my bookshelf by bookshelf. I do apologise in advance. This is the first time I've done this, so I'm kind of got the sound down in terms of putting you in front of me, but holding you, it might sound like I'm shouting. If that is the case, then I'll try and adjust the sound and everything when I edit this together. But if I can't fix that, then I apologise for either me shouting or the way that it sounds on camera. But I just want to take you through what books I've got on my shelf, and hopefully I won't get too distracted into saying how much I like them or dislike them, blah blah blah. It should just be, this is what's on my shelves. Okay, let's get cracking. Okay, so first of all we come up to my top shelf, which I'm having to stretch to show you because I am only 5'3". So we've got Jodie Peacock books just on the left hand side here, and all the way down to the bottom you can see behind Mickey Mouse there. And then I've also, let me move these, got more Jodie Peacock books on the right hand side. As you can see, I've got a lot of them. I love Jodie Peacock, so that would make sense. I've read all of them apart from The Storyteller, which I'm hoping to do soon-ish. And then in the centre just here we've got my Harry Potter books, closely followed by my Fantastic Beasts books, and then the house editions over here. I've got the 3 hardbacks so far. I am in Hufflepuff, so those are the Hufflepuff editions, which I think are pretty darn cool actually. Okay, so if we come down to a place where I can actually hold the camera without hurting my arms, we have got what is mostly the Jojo Moyes shelf. So you can see all the Jojo Moyes on the right hand side there. I don't think I'm missing any of hers now actually. I think that's all of the books. And After You on the right hand side and Still Me on the right hand side as well, behind the ears, are both signed editions, which is quite nice. Oh no, actually I think it's Still Me and The Giver of Stars and After You. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, some of them are signed. And then on the left hand side here we have Giovanna Fletcher books, the paperback version of The Flat Share by Beth O'Leary, and then The Time Traveller's Wife by Audrey Niffenegger. And then obviously Eve of Man over here is also by Tom Fletcher, and The Evolution will be coming out soon, so that will soon be added there. Don't know where it's going to go, but we'll deal with that when we get to it. Okay, so the next shelf is where all my beautiful books go. So on the left hand side over here, we've got my illustrated editions of the Harry Potter books. Obviously I've only got 2 so far. There's more than 2 out so far, isn't there? Yeah, sure there is. Just haven't got it yet. And the Grimm's Fairy Tales, Beauty and the Beast, the Mina Lima edition, which I'm going to get more of soon. Little Mermaid and Other Fairy Tales by Hans Christian Andersen. Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie in a beautiful edition. The Miniaturist by Jessie Burton, again in a beautiful edition. Let's put Mickey Mouse back. Oh. And then we've got some Disney Traditions here, actually. I absolutely love the Disney Tradition figurines, so I've got 2 on this shelf and 2 on the shelves below. But then we've got the Puffin in Bloom editions of Little Woman, Anne of Green Gables, Heidi and A Little Princess. And then we've got the Wordsworth classic editions of The Railway Children, Jane Eyre, Black Beauty and A Christmas Carol. And another version of A Christmas Carol just here. Then we've got more editions. Shall I get you in better lighting? Black Beauty, Pinocchio and The Jungle Book. Then we've got 2 editions of Charles Dickens' Great Expectations, which I was once told that I would love, so I bought it and bought a fancy edition of it and I've not read it, obviously. And then we've got Lorna Doone, which again I've not read, but that's my name, so I feel like I just had to get that. I think I bought that in a charity shop. And then we've got the Roald Dahl Treasury twice, one in a paperback, one in a hardback. Okay, so as we go down then, all that Mickey looks a bit sad, doesn't he? So we've got 2 more Disney Traditions just there in the middle, Winnie the Pooh and Piglet, and one of the dogs from 101 Dalmatians. And then we've got a Lindsay Kelk in the corner just here, all of the I Heart books, and then One in a Million, We Were on a Break, and Always the Bridesmaid. All of her books are brilliant, but I haven't read the bottom 2 yet. My beautiful editions of the Hunger Games books, Hunger Games, Catching Fire and Mockingjay. Then we've got Divergent, Insurgent, Allegiant, The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, and then The Toymakers by Robert Dinsdale. Carried away there. Then we have got my Lucy Diamond books. I'm not sure which ones of these I'm missing. I think there's not very many ones that I'm missing. That seems like quite a lot of books, but I'm sure she's released more than that. But they're really only books that I read in the summer, so don't get a lot of chance to read those throughout the year. And then we've got 2 more Jodie Peacock books, which are just copies, duplicates, because the hardback ones won't fit along the top as well. Okay, so then moving down here, I do apologise for the reflection just there. It's my blinds and the sunshine coming through. We have the Cecilia Ahern books that I've got. It's just over on the left hand side here. Again, I am missing a few, but I have to be in the mood to read a Cecilia Ahern book, apart from Love Rosie / Where Rainbows End. I could reread that all day and every day, but the others I don't really click with quite so much. I do read them, but I'm not supposed to be talking about that right now, am I? I'm just supposed to be taking you through my bookshelves. Then we've got Sarah Morgan books. I think I've read most of these. I'll have to go on Goodreads and figure out which ones I haven't actually to know which ones I've got to pick out this year, but you know, those in the middle. Then we've got some Lisa Jewell books, and they're also on the right hand side, just over here. These are more of her like old style chick litty type books, whereas now she does a bit more, do you call it thriller maybe? And then we've got Loki, Where Mischief Ends, just hiding next to the Lisa Jewell books. One of Us is Lying, One of Us is Next, To Keep a Secret by Karen M. McManus, and then The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. All very brilliant books. Along the bottom just here we've got my Game of Thrones books. I've read the first one, I found it really confusing, so didn't read the rest. Might do at some point, but who knows. I don't feel like I can get rid of them because they cost me a lot of money. Then we've got the Twilight books. All of my Christmas books just here. I'm not going to take you through those because you don't need to hear me list out Christmas books. And then in the corner just here I've got some classic books. Those I can't remember what they were called. Those little
Penguin Black Edition books or something. To Kill a Mockingbird, Black Beauty, Heidi, and then just alongside, this is one of those things where I ran out of room, Matilda, the BFG, Alice in Wonderland, or Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, and then Brave New World. And then right next to my bookshelf, oh, you can't see because of the sun, but we've got a huge Stitch, but also my cloth-bound editions of the Jane Austen books. So a little collection just there, which I love to just leave on this little store. I think it looks cute. Okay, now let's head to my other bookshelf. Okay, so on my other bookshelf then, we've got a bit of a mixture over here. We start with Tattooist of Auschwitz, my signed copy just there, and then my paperback copy. And then Silka's Journey, that was an ARC. Absolutely love that book. Then we've got my Ben Aranovich books just here. Rivers of London, Moon Over Soho, and Broken Homes. I've only read the first one at the moment. The Nightingale by Kristen Hannah. Mr. Godley's Phantom. Beautiful Broken Things. Song for a Whale. Then we go into some of my hardbacks. The Mumsy Mum, Ask Me His Name, Where the Light Gets In, Turtles All the Way Down, The Miniaturist, Alexa Chung It, Wild Like Me, My Thoughts Exactly, which is Lily Allen's autobiography, Becoming, which is Michelle Obama's autobiography, Always Smiling by Giorgio Toffolo, again autobiography, and then two more autobiographies, Eddie Hall, Strongman, and Sarah Millican, How to Be Champion. Then we've got my hardback edition of The Flatshare, Harper Lee Go Set a Watchman, and is this one called Born Free? Born Free, which apparently I'd love, but I've had it for years, I've not read it. So then working our way down, got a little amalgamation of books just here. Wonder by Emma Donoghue, Room by Emma Donoghue, and Frog Music by Emma Donoghue. Nod, The Lonely, The Version of Us, The Essex Serpent, which I bought because it had nice sprayed edges, but I've not read. The Rest of Us Just Live Here, Everything I Never Told You, Wonder, and Oggy and Me. And then next to there we've got Hold Back the Stars, Frankly in Love, Summer at Rose Island, Christmas at Lilac Cottage, The Holiday Cottage by the Sea. Those three Holly Martin books. I've read Summer at Rose Island and I absolutely loved it, so I can't wait to read the others. The Boy Who Drew the Future, The Lovely Bones, The Boy in the Striped Pyjamas, The Hobbit, The Man Who Returned from the Dead, and The Cuckoo's Calling. And then we've got my gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous Noughts and Crosses books, which have lovely sprayed edges. Those are pretty new, but I just think they look so nice. They'd look even better if you could see the sprayed edges right now. And then we have This Is Now and my Hollyborn section, of which I've only read 2 books. But, you know, I only got them for Christmas, so we're working our way through that. Just put Dumbo back there. And then down again. So we've got my Twisted Tale books just there, as well as the villain books. And then we come on to a nice white pile. Didn't even realise I'd done that. The Cider House Rules, The Secret Barrister, The Golden Egg, If I Stay and Where She Went, Stronger, Heartless, Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine, How to Be Happy, The Wacky Man, Everything, Everything, The Sun is Also a Star. The Five, that one's quite new. Small Island, that one doesn't actually belong to me, that's my grandma's, but I've borrowed it and I haven't read it yet. The History of Bees, Sophie Kinsella, 20s Girl, 13 Weddings, Postcards from the Past, Luckiest Girl Alive, My Name is Lucy Barton, didn't like that one, I'll be honest. Christmas Party, Before I Go, The Coffee Shop of Kabul, and then in the corner just here, if I take these out of the way, is my creepy section. I'm sure there's more creepy books than this on my shelves, but we've got The Woman in the Window, I Found You, The President is Missing, Into the Water, and The Girl on the Train. Those two should be the other way around actually, because that was the order that they were published in. And then the last book, again, miscellaneous shelves. Why Zebras Don't Get Ulcers, The Da Vinci Code in French. I can't speak French, but I bought it thinking that I'd be able to learn. Cure, what's that? Something about the universe and bite-sized chunks. Bad Medicine, Little Book of Astrology, The Little Book of Huge, I don't know how you say it, Follow Your Gut. I get the Da Vinci Code in English so that I'd be able to learn the French version. Not happening. The Angel Tree, Here's a Cute You, Meet Me at the Cupcake Cafe, We Were Liars, Will Grayson, Alice and the Fly, a Spanish book, and a Tesco's Monopoly book. And then we've got Off the Page, Between the Lines, Summer Secrets, Convenient Marriage, Can You Keep a Secret, A Summer at Sea, Sunshine and Biscotti Club, Caraval, My Sister's Keeper, and St. Suckers. Those are duplicates, so those are my ones that I would lend out to people. That's why they're over that side instead of on the other. I don't know how she does it. Who Do You Love? The One We Fell in Love With, This Love, and then I think that's called Summer at the Kindness Cafe. Oh, and what just fell out was the most beautiful bookmark that you ever did see. It's wooden and it smells like proper woody, if that's a thing. And it's been lasered. If I can go a bit closer, you might be able to see. It's gorgeous, and that is that's my stamp, which says this book belongs to the Library of Lorna Wood. So that's my bookshelves. And that is the end of my bookshelf tour. Hopefully you got a little bit of inspiration there, or just got your nosiness fulfilled. Maybe you're just nosy like me and you just like to know what's on other people's shelves. I don't know, don't judge me for any of my choices, please. I love reading all of these books. Everything and everything. Anything and everything. As long as it's not scary, actually. I don't like scary things. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know down below if you saw any books on my shelves that you absolutely love and you would recommend that I read soon. I haven't read all of these, of the 330 odd. I don't know, probably read half of them maybe? I don't know, maybe that's something that I should count soon. Well, I'm looking at all the ones on this shelves and they're not all read, but a lot of the ones on this shelf is read. So, swings and roundabouts. Who knows? Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Stay safe and I'll see you all soon. Bye!